day, what is required from us is absolute obedience, not what we think is the right thing to do. Let me give you a couple of examples. They bring out the blessed body of Imam al-Hasan. Who's participating in the funeral? Imam al-Hussein, Muhammad ibn al-Hanafiyyah, Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas, the three brothers of Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas, Bani Hashim, this tribe of lions and lionesses. They all come out, they're taking the body over to the shrine of Rasulullah, as per the instructions of Imam al-Hasan himself, to be buried next to him, next to his grandfather. Marwan al-Wazagh, this lizard of a man, sends word that this is about to happen. The she-camel comes running. They bring out the cavalry. They start shooting at the body of the Imam. As soon as that happens, what would a courageous, brave brother like Abbas do in such a case, do you think? He did the most obvious thing. He immediately unsheathed his sword along with all of his brothers. Right? This is war. At that moment, Imam al-Hussein said to them, no, lay your arm. Sheathe your swords once again. Because my brother has also said, he has left instructions, that if he was not allowed to be buried next to Rasulullah, that لا تسفك في محجمة دم. I don't want even a drop of blood to fall to the ground. I don't want any bloodshed. Now, anybody else, just imagine yourself in that position. What would you do? Would you not be driven by your zealous defense of the son of the daughter of Rasulullah? Would you not say that we have to fight back? We have to answer them. We can't just walk away from this. Having shot the body of Imam al-Hasan, 70 arrows were pulled from it. Right? What does Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas do? He immediately surrenders to the will of his master Imam al-Hussein. Not because he's his brother, but because he is the Imam of his time. In other words, when your religious duty is to do one thing, but you feel out of zealousness, out of eagerness, out of religious or tribal or nationalistic motivation, or whatever the case may be, says that you should do something else, you have to make the right choice. Sometimes the bravest thing to do is to lay your weapons. Allama al-Amini says this. He says that I did not see the courage of Ali ibn Abi Talib in the battle of Uhud or Badr. I did not see the courage of Ali ibn Abi Talib in the battle of Khandaq and Ahzab. I didn't see the courage of Amir al-Mu'mineen in the battlefield. I saw his courage when he had to witness his wife be slapped across the face and did not fight back. It takes more courage, in fact, for the brave to refrain, not to fight back. So, Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas, the one who could have devoured Marwan and his posse, listens and obeys his master, Abu Abdullah al-Hussein. Imam al-Hasan said this, I obey what he says. That's one example. The other example is in Karbala. In Karbala. Who was Abbas again? He was the son of Amir al-Mu'mineen. Again, my brothers and sisters, I want you to think about this long and hard tonight. The question you need to be asking yourself is not what I would like to do, but what would my Imam want from me? What does my Imam want from me? And in order to know what your Imam wants from you, you need to educate yourself. You need to learn. You need to read the ahadith of the Ahlul Bayt. You need to read the Amali of Saduq, the Amali of Mufid. You need to read the works of Ibn Babawayh al-Qummi. You need to read and find out what your Imam wants from you. Don't say that, oh, I want to do this for Imam al-Zaman. Who told you? Who asked you? What does your Imam want from you is the question you need to answer. Moving on. This is Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas. أشهد أنك, again in the ziyarah of Imam al-Sadiq. أشهد أنك لم تهن ولم تنكل. I bear witness that you never showed any weakness. You know, for someone in Azadari, when people start doing Azadari in a really intense way, right? When they start chanting, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, Ya Hussein, you can only keep that up for a few minutes, right? You all know what I'm talking about. You can do that for a minute, maybe 30 seconds. After that, you're exhausted. Imam al-Sadiq is saying that Abu al-Fadl al-Abbas was never exhausted. What kind of energy was fueling his mission? It was his unwavering devotion to the Imam of his time. He was so devoted and committed to Abu Abdullah al-Hussein that Imam al-Hussein said something to him on the day of Ashura which continues to baffle me to this day. He said to him, "Irkab binafsi ant." Mount your horse, may my soul be sacrificed for you. Who's saying this? Imam al-Hussein. Irkab binafsi ant. You could sense the pride of an older brother towards his younger brother in this statement. May I be ransomed for you. I want to see you on the back of this horse one last time. I wish to see you riding the way we used to ride together when we were being trained by our father, Amir al-Mu'mineen. I want to see you in your full, majestic glory, Ya Abbas. Traditions state that Abbas went to his brothers. By the way, they were very young, you know that, right? Abbas, alayhi salatu wasalam, himself was only 36 years old. Because at the time of the martyrdom of Amir al-Mu'mineen, he was only 16. بِأَبِي هُوَ وَأُمِّي. He was a prepubescent teenager, right? And yet his youngest brother was only a few months old at the time. So in Karbala, he was 21, right? So you have these brothers. The eldest is 36, the youngest is 21. Abbas to them was like a father figure. He said to them, brothers, tomorrow is it. Tomorrow is when we're going to be put to the ultimate test. We're going to have to do what we were born to do. So what do you think? He doesn't want to pressure them. He doesn't want to force them. He says, ماذا ترون? What do you think you could do tomorrow? They said, الرأي رأيك يا أبا الفضل. We will do whatever you. He said, if that's the case, then we shall not rest. We shall not breathe a breath of life so long as Hussein is in danger. That we shall do whatever it takes to protect him and his women and his children. They said, we will absolutely fulfill that mission. And even on the day of Ashura, he said to them, he said, go in front of me. I wish to see you fulfilling this mission of yours. لِأَحْتَسِبَكُمْ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ. I also want to grieve over you. I want to feel the pain that Rasulullah is about to feel on this day.
दोबारा